Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today's advisory lesson, we're going to be reviewing our crisis drill from December prior to the break. I want you guys to understand that the crisis drill is a very important thing, and I'm very glad that we did it. There are some things that we did really well. There are some things that we struggled with a little bit that we do need to kind of visit and get better. This area where we live is a pretty good location if somebody wanted to create any kind of havoc or some kind of school shooting. Because we're close to a couple of main interstates and a very populated area, it'd be pretty easy for them to come in here and then also get away. So we do want to be prepared. Don't expect anything like that ever to happen here, but we do want to be prepared. Some of the things that we did really well when we did our particular drill, and let me first, I guess I should explain the different things that we had going on. I did ask for security officers and police officers to come into the building. We had 10 on site that day along with the administrative team. And we went into a lockdown procedure. We did also have a fire drill get pulled. And we also had an evacuation of 3 classrooms. Many of you might have brothers and sisters that go to Bush Middle School. Bush did go through an entire building evacuation earlier this year. And so I wanted to see how we would react under the same type of situation. Some of the things that we did really, really well, the hallways got cleared very quickly. Within 45 seconds, all the rooms were secure, dark, and hallways cleared. There were students that were stuck in the hallways. Of course, they followed their procedures. They went to the restrooms, got up on stalls, locked the doors like they're supposed to. Another thing that we did really well was leaving the doors secure. Our teachers and students stayed where they were, even though there might have been Miss Scrutch or a police officer at the door asking to get in and turning the door handle. They still did not go open it up for them. That is the correct procedure. Anybody who needs to get into a classroom has a key. If they don't have a key, or they're pretending not to have a key because a shooter's with them, that's the best way to keep us all safe, is to keep the door secure. The other area that was a big help for us was the students responding to our police officers and security that were on campus, especially during our evacuation. Now, in those 3 classrooms, our officers went in because they do have their key. They got into the room and gave directions very quickly and efficiently. The students were able to follow directions, evacuate the room and the building in good order and very quickly as well, and that kept things very safe and the way that we want them. A couple areas that we did struggle as a building, and these are responsibilities of everybody. Officer Huffman and I talked about this at length. It is everyone's responsibility that doors are locked. You know, upstairs, especially in D Hall, we have our spine labs. If you're in one classroom, but you can be gotten to through another classroom that's left open somewhere, that is something that needs to be prevented. So when you are locking down, think about that. If there's a spine lab in the room where you are and you know that a teacher is missing, have someone very quickly wander over there, check that door, and make sure it's locked. If it's not, the teacher should be able to do that for you. Teachers, we've also talked to, or we will be talking to you at our staff meeting about making sure that doors are locked when you're on conference or professional development periods and you're not in your room. Those doors should be secure. Other things, the one other huge thing that was a problem, we were walking halls, both the officers and administration, and there was a good bit of shh, quiet, shh, some of those type of things as we went through the hallway. You do not want to be heard. If you're saying shh, you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. The only way to be part of the solution, those type of things, is to be silent yourself. Everyone has to be silent for themselves, and that is a group responsibility. What are the kind of things would you like to add, Officer Huffman?
With all the things going on these days, we can't be too careful and take too many precautions. So just make sure, like he says, to be quiet in the classrooms, because if you're heard, that's where he's going to come. You know, if there's an active shooter, he's going to come to the noise. He's going to go to the least restrictive area. So the doors that are locked, he's going to bypass. The doors that have stuff put in front of them and barricaded, if he opened that door, he may not want to go through all that to get to you. So just make sure you take those precautions. Turn the lights out, everybody hide, and just follow the procedures that we put in place for you.
Excellent. Well, we're going to watch a nationally made video here in just a few minutes. It is approximately 10 minutes long. It'll go over some of the things that we've discussed as well. But again, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for taking the crisis drill seriously. We will have another crisis type of drill later this school year, along with a tornado drill, shelter in place, evacuation, and of course, our monthly fire drills. If you ever have any questions about these type of things, ask your teachers first. If they don't know an answer, feel free to come see an administrator. We're always at lunch. Come and see us and ask a question if you have one. Officer Huffman and Officer Robertson are also down there, and they're happy to discuss those kind of things with you guys. We're here to keep you all safe. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.